AMC announced the biggest news they have ever announced as a business today, but the stock closed down over 5%. So I want to go over why this is happening and what to expect going throughout the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, because the situation here is still incredibly bullish. This is actually something I called out in the last video yesterday, saying that we've went up about 5% over the past 4 trading days consecutively. We have to see a slight pullback, and I think that's what we're seeing. But I also think it goes a little bit deeper than that. So I want to give you guys the explanation on that, as well as I do want to go over the Ortex data, because they are indicating the short interest has actually went down, when I simply don't think that is the case. Ortex data is very choppy these days. They don't give us the best representation of what the short interest is actually like. So I do want to go over the data on Ortex, take that with a huge bucket of salt, a truckload full of salt, as well as that the 13F filings that are now coming out in more numbers around AMC, to see what the hedge funds and institutions are actually doing with their positions, and then go over the stock O tracker data to end this video off. So if you guys get value out of this video, hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, consider sharing this video with a friend, and comment down below in the comment section, what do you guys think about this information? What do you guys think about this catalyst? Put your tinfoil hats on, let me know what you think. Your opinions are very valuable to me. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is The Creative Investor. If you are here to grow your net worth as fast as possible with all of the best trades, options, stock, crypto, whatever it is, to give you guys a big return, or potentially a big return, grow your net worth as fast as possible, you came to the right place. Consider subscribing to the channel. Now let's get straight into this video. And AMC, like I said, we're down 5.18% regular trading, down 0.12% in after hours trading. We were down about 1% in after hours. We have since come back up. We did bottom out at $40.23 per share. So this is really good that we stayed above 40, but just at one point today, we hit a high of $44.44. So this was definitely a big, round trip move of about $4 per share. So that was a massive move of about $4.20 per share. So a big move. You're seeing a lot of volatility today, but what I want to point out, if you're looking at the overall trend of AMC, you know that we have had this major rally, 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive green days. We have not seen this in quite a while. Back here, take a look right here when we did hit almost as low at about $28, $29. 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles, and then we had 2 red candles, but still hitting higher lows, and then we go even higher than that. So that's exactly what is setting up right now. We've came, from about $35 per share all the way up to about $45 per share, or $44.44, I believe was the high, and that was obviously today. And then we did come down to about $40. So we're making those, higher lows, and I do expect to continue to go higher tomorrow, likely to be a flat trading day. But I do think there's going to be a lot of optimism in the coming days, in the coming weeks, once this big news is actually processed by apes and other investors. But in short, what I think is going on, besides the stock just needing, a couple days to cool down after this major rally, about a $10 rally, is the fact that shorts are definitely unloading a lot of these shorted shares. And as you guys can see from the Ortex data, the free float on loan is 21.33%. That means that is the amount of the free float that is held in hedge funds, institutions, brokerage accounts that has not actually been shorted into the market. And the way that I like to look at this is the difference between the free float on loan at obviously 21.33% and the estimated short interest, which is at 16.61%. That means that there's essentially about 5% spread or difference between these two. So there's about 5% of the free float that can be sold short. And if you're even seeing 2 to 3% of the free float being sold short into the market on any given day, you will see a big move to the downside. So I think that's what we're seeing today. The share utilization is at 84.74%, meaning there is more shares today that are available to actually be lent out. And like I said, short interest at 16.61%. I don't think this is correct. The Ortex data, very choppy lately. So I'm taking this with a huge, just truckload full of salt. estimated shares that are sold short at about 85 million. So relatively speaking, 16.5% short interest, 85 million shares that are sold short, still a very large amount. Nothing to sneeze at by any means, but I do think it's a lot higher, including the naked short positions and the, synthetic short positions. You're looking at a short interest on the low end, in my opinion, about 40%, on the higher end, about 80%. And that's not even to say if we don't have just synthetic shares that are running crazy out there. That could very well be the case, and these numbers could be much higher. Now, let's talk about this actual breaking news, the biggest news that AMC has ever got in the history of AMC as a business. So it says AMC Entertainment is just weeks away from announcing entirely different business line, CEO says. And he goes over a lot in this CNBC interview, a lot of what you guys already know, so I don't really want to, go over the same stuff. If you want a full breakdown of exactly what he said, everything he said, check out the last video. I think it's titled "Wow, Breaking News, Biggest News We Have Ever Got," or something along those lines. Definitely check that out. But right here, man, I mean, entirely different business line. This could be a very good thing in my personal opinion, or it not such a good thing. Now, it won't be as good if they're spending a lot of money on this and it obviously flops and doesn't do well. But the way that AMC has been executing with all of this money they have, I think this is going to be a very, very big deal. And it would not surprise me to do something along the lines of crypto, or even, gambling or betting, right, on different events. That would not surprise me. That could definitely bring AMC a higher multiple, a higher valuation. So all in all, I do think this is going to be massive once the markets really do catch on. I think it was a really, buy the rumors, sell the news kind of event today. So that's really what you guys need to know. Not too much else to add, but we're just weeks away. So I think that implies to me that we should get this announcement coming November 1st, coming around the time of earnings. They're probably going to try, to line it up and actually be able to announce this on earnings. So if we get earnings pushed back, because it's not actually verified if it'll be on November 1st yet, then I would expect that to actually be the day where this is announced. And what we have seen throughout history of earnings, I'm sure if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you have heard this before, heard me say this, but we went up 60% in March, we went up 1,000% in May, and then we did go up about 100% in August. And we do peak out about 2 to 4 weeks after earnings. So I do think if something crazy is announced, this could definitely set off the MOAS. I don't want to get your guys' expectations up too much, but just to be realistic here, if they totally change up the business and drive more revenue and innovation, there's definitely not a short thesis here. And there already isn't. But, different things are valued differently. $100 AMC makes is not valued nearly as high as $100 Netflix makes or Disney Plus makes, because they're just totally different, one's recurring revenue, one's a one-time use. You got to hope those people come back. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean. Just different businesses are valued differently, even if they're making more or less money than the other one. So that is why that is so big. As far as the 13F filings, you are seeing a lot of these coming out, and a majority of this is actually white, so meaning positions that have stayed the same. Take a look at the average share price on these positions. You're seeing $61 right here. Most of these are in the 40s, and I actually averaged all of these out. Well, in yesterday's video I did, and we did get a lot of them actually being reported today, a matter of fact. But the average share price on these 13F filings is about $47 per share, with a lot of these over $50 per share. And a hedge fund or institution would not hold on to a position that they thought was going to go down in value. I think that's pretty straightforward. If you're in a losing trade, you bought in high, you're just going to take that loss before it turns into a major loss. So that is what you guys need to know. Definitely very bullish to see these firms holding on to their positions, but it really doesn't matter. The apes control the company, as we do know with the whole BS, SEC report coming out from GameStop. What I took away from that is that retail investors, they control the stock more than anything. The shorts covering the gamma squeeze, that is really just the topper off effect that makes us all the money, right? We dictate the ultimate price. Now, as far as the stock tracker data, we're looking at 200,000 calls that are out of the money, about 20,000 that are in the money. So we can see a substantial gamma squeeze throughout the rest of this week. And like I said, I do think we're going to close the week very strongly, probably Thursday Thursday and Friday see a big move to the upside, but we did need today to cool down. Would not surprise me if tomorrow is a relatively flat day as well, maybe up 1, 2, 3% or down 1, 2, or 3%. Watch for that $40 level to remain our support level. That's where we did bounce today. If we do go under that, watch for the $39.62 mark. That's really where we broke out the last time, and this 50-day moving average, which is $40.33, that will serve as another really the main level of support to actually be watching for. So that's what you guys need to know. If you guys got value out of this video, hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know down below in the comment section. Like I said, put on your tinfoil hat. Let me know what you guys think AMC is going to announce. I think it's going to be announced on earnings, but let me know. Put that tinfoil hat on. And just to give you guys my opinion on this, I think it could be something along the lines of gambling, betting on some of their events, something along that line that they're going to be showcasing in theaters, betting on, you know, Fortnite matches or whatever they plan to do that they have talked about. I think that could be big for the business. It makes a lot of sense to do something along those lines, or maybe just start their own streaming service. That would be incredible as well. Really grow on AMC on demand. That would be great as well. So that's my theory. That's, you know, what I'm kind of leaning towards. That would definitely be a big win for the company. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you guys do want to support the channel, link for public, link for Weeble to do so in the description of this video, as well as the link for the buy and sell alerts. That pays for itself. You guys will be notified in real time every time a trade is bought or sold in real time with stock options and or crypto. So definitely check that out. But that is all for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.